そうか。術式展開。破壊策羅針。鬼にならないなら殺す。
I'm here to help. Of course. A sound plan. For honor. Is there danger? Justice shall be done.
今まで殺してきた柱たちに炎はいなかったな。
Certainly.
そして俺の誘いにうなずく者もなかった。
I stand for the light.
なぜ
The light is my strength.
同じく武の道を極める者として理解しか
A
ねる。
sound plan. For
選ばれ
honor.
た者しか鬼には
You
な
are
らな
past
いという。
redemption. I'm here to help. For my father, the king. Of course. Betrayer of the light. I stand for the light. I'm here to help.
死んでくれ教授郎。若く強いまま。
A sound plan. Certainly. Hello there. Justice shall be done. The light is my strength. Of course. For honor.
First blood.
Justice shall be done. Justice has come. Of course. For honor. Certainly.
我们受到攻击。
A sound plan. Of course. Certainly. A sound plan. Certainly. Of course. Certainly. A sound plan. For honor. Certainly. Is there danger? Light is my strength. Justice. For honor. Of course. Is there danger? Feel my wrath. For honor. Certainly. Of course. For honor. Certainly. A sound plan. Light is my strength. Justice shall be done. Of course.
Point the way.
The light is my strength. Certainly.
Point the way.
I'm here to help. Is there danger?
Point the way.
I'm here to help. Is there danger?
Point the way.
I'm here to help.
Point the way.
Justice shall be done. A sound plan. Betrayer of the light. Certainly.
我们受
A
到攻
sound
击。
The light is my strength. Of course. A sound plan. For honor. Certainly. Is there danger? For honor. Certainly. A sound plan. Foul name. For honor. Of course. For honor. Certainly. I stand for the light. For honor. Justice shall be done. I stand for the light. Certainly. A sound plan. For honor. The light is my strength. Certainly. A sound plan. Of course. For honor. Certainly. A sound plan. Certainly. For honor. A sound plan. I'm here to help. For honor. Here to help. The light is my strength. I'm here to help. Stand for the light. Is there danger? I'm here to help.
我们受到攻击。
The light is my strength. A sound plan. Of course. A sound plan. Of course. Is there danger? Certainly. I stand for the light. A sound plan. Of course. Is there danger? A sound plan. Of course. Certainly. For honor. Certainly. Of course. For honor. Of course. A sound plan. I stand for the light. For honor. Certainly. A sound plan. I'm here to help. I stand for the light. Of course.
我们受到攻击。
Justice shall be done. For honor. Certainly. You are past redemption. Of course. For honor. Certainly. Of course. Betrayer of the light. I stand for the light. A sound plan. For honor. Certainly. For honor. Of course. A sound plan. You are past redemption. Of course. For honor. Of course. A sound plan. Is there danger? Justice shall be done. Certainly. The light is I stand for the light. Justice shall be done. A sound plan. The light is Justice shall be done. Certainly. A sound plan. Certainly. I stand for the light. For honor. Certainly. For honor. I'm here to help. A sound. For honor. Of course. A sound plan. Of course. Justice shall be done. Is there danger? A sound plan. Certainly. Of course. Certainly. A sound plan. For honor. Justice shall be done. Certainly. Of course. Justice. Certainly. Betrayer of the light. For honor. Certainly. The light is my strength. A sound plan. For honor. Of course. Certainly. Is there danger? A sound plan. Certainly. I'm here to help. A sound plan. Of course. A sound plan. Certainly. Of course. For honor. A sound plan. For honor. Of course. For honor. A sound plan. The light is my strength. I'm here to help. Certainly.
Feel my wrath.
A sound plan. Of course. Certainly. A sound plan. Is there danger? For honor. Certainly. For
盟
honor.
友的城镇受到攻击，
Light is my strength. I stand for the light. Certainly. Justice shall be done. A sound plan. For honor. I stand for the light.
盟友的城镇受到攻击，
I'm here to help. Of course. Justice has come.
我
I
们受到
stand
攻
for the
击，
light. Is there danger? A sound plan. For honor. Certainly. I'm here to help. For honor. Justice shall be done. Certainly. Of course. For honor. A sound plan. For honor. I'm here to help. Certainly. For honor. Certainly. The light is my strength. For honor. Of course. A sound plan. I'm here to help. Certainly. For honor. Certainly. A sound plan. For honor. A sound plan. For honor. Of course. Certainly. I stand for the light. For honor. A sound plan. I'm
我
here
们
to
受
help.
到攻击，
Of course. For honor. Justice shall be done. Certainly. A sound plan. Certainly. For honor. Certainly. A sound plan. For honor. Of course. A sound plan. For honor. Of course. A sound plan. I stand for the light. Certainly. Of course. A sound plan. The light is my strength. Justice shall be done. Of course. A sound plan. For honor.
Feel my wrath. You are past the death.
我们受到攻
Of
击，
course. A sound plan. Of course. Certainly. For honor. Certainly.
Double kill.
For honor. Certainly. For Lord Oran. Of course. Certainly. Of course. A sound plan. Of course. For honor.
Feel my wrath.
Of course. Certainly. For honor. I'm here to help. A sound plan. Certainly. Of course. Justice shall be done. I stand for the light. I'm here to help. Certainly. I stand for the light. The light is my strength. Of course. For honor. A sound plan. For honor.
You are past redemption.
Of course. For honor. Of course. A sound plan. Certainly. For honor. For my father, the king. Of course. A sound plan. Certainly. I stand for the light. Of course. A sound plan. For honor. The light is my strength. course. I stand for the light. Certainly. The light is my strength. Is there danger? A sound plan. Justice shall be done. The light is my strength. Is there danger? Certainly. The light is my strength. I'm here to help. Stand for the light. The light is my strength. Danger? Of course. For honor. Of course. I stand for the light. A sound plan. I'm here to help. For honor. A sound plan. Justice shall be done. Is there danger? I'm here to
朋友
help.
的城镇受到攻击
For，honor. Justice shall be done. A sound plan. Of course. Certainly. Of course. Certainly. For honor. Certainly. Of course. Certainly. A sound plan. For honor. A sound plan. Certainly. For honor. A sound plan. For honor. Of course. For honor. I'm here to help. I stand for the light. Certainly. A sound plan. For honor. Certainly. A sound plan. Certainly. For honor. Certainly. A sound plan. For honor. Certainly. Of course. For honor. A sound plan. Of course. For honor. Justice shall be done. Is there danger? I stand for the light. Is there danger? Of course.
そうか。
Justice shall be done.
術式展開。
Certainly.
破壊殺羅針。
I'm here to help. Is there danger? The light is my strength. Of course. I'm here to help. For honor. A sound plan.
なら殺す。
Certainly. Of course. Certainly. For honor. A sound plan.
今まで殺してきた柱たちに炎はいなかったな。
Danger?
そして
Justice
俺
shall
の
be
誘いに
done.
うなずくものもなかった。
Certainly. A sound plan. The light is my
な
strength.
ぜだろうな。
Of course.
同じく
I'm here to
この
help.
道を極める者として理解しか
I
ね
stand for the light.
え。選ば
for
れた者
honor.
しか鬼にはなれ
Of
ない
course.
というのに。
For honor. A sound plan.
素晴らしき才能を持
Of
つ
course.
者が
For
醜く
honor.
衰えている。
Foul
俺
man.
は辛い。耐えられない。
A sound plan.
若く強い者。
Is there danger? Justice shall be done. For honor. Of course. For honor. A sound plan. For honor. Certainly. Is there danger? Justice shall be done. For honor. Certainly. sound plan. For honor. I'm here to help. Of course. For honor. A sound plan. Of course. For honor. Of course. A sound plan. For honor. A sound plan. Of course. I stand for the light. For honor. A sound plan. I'm here to help. Is there danger? I'm here to help. Is there danger? For honor. Of course. Justice has come. Certainly. Of course. Justice shall be done. I'm here to help. Justice shall be done. It isn't easy being president. I'm here to help. Is there danger? Justice shall be done. The light is my strength. Stand for the light. Certainly. Of course. I'm here to help. For honor. A sound plan. Certainly.
盟友的城镇受到
The
攻
light
击
is my strength. Is there danger? Of course. I'm here to help. Certainly. A sound plan.
Double kill.
I stand for the light. Certainly. I'm here to help. For honor. The light is my strength. Of course, for honor, for my father, the king. I'm here to help. A sound
盟友的城镇受到
The
攻
light
击，
is my strength. For honor, of course. A sound. Of course.